Welcome to this week in Spiral Knights. We have two big updates that have happened. We have Black Cat event is back. Let's go over that quickly. So Black Cats are once again storming the Moorcroft Manor. I don't know why I'm reading this. It's the same thing as every other time, but yeah, basically you have Black Cats. When does it end? Through to January 30th. So you've got probably another 8-ish days. So if you haven't got a book yet, go farm. But who knows? Grey Havens might take your book like they took mine. So farm responsibly. The other thing is that they released Frenzy prize boxes, which, as you can see here, there's quite a lot of awesome items in there. A bunch of pauldrons, which are super cool, and, you know, the Frenzy wings and all of that type of stuff, all these things. I am low-key very upset by it, because now it means that people can buy my outfit, and I don't like that. I liked the fact that I was unique and special, and I was a 1 in a million. I'm a snowflake, and nobody else is like me. And now, look at all these chuckle fucks. There's 3 of them right here. What the hell, man? So now everybody looks like me. But yeah, it's kind of nice because everything goes for super cheap. Like if you just type in Frenzy, you can see everything, you know, 50k for the helmets, you know, a lot cheaper than it used to be. Pauldrons are super cheap, like 25k for pauldrons. Hello? I love these things. I think these are like the best item in the game. Like best accessory in the game for me, pauldrons. I'm obsessed. The fact that they're going this cheap is just mental. I should bid on those, actually. Maybe I'll go 25k, then no one will outbid me, surely. Surely. It's kind of epic. Now, it is on the Supply Depot specials under 3.5k E, so it does cost a little bit, but I do have exactly 3,500 energy. I wonder how that happened. So, we're going to open up one of these bad boys. Also use this, because this is the best thing in the game. Why is it not called a Frenzy box? What? Oh, I haven't bought the box. I'm an idiot. There we go. Now we're on board. All right. Open box. Let's see what we get. I'm actually scared. Frenzy Warrior Helm. I don't like it. The actual depression. Let me trade. I want it. Okay. Frenzy. What is this? Warrior Helm. Yes, my goat. 100% done deal. Yes, I've got another one. I am racking these up. I want to make multiple outfits. If you guys have never seen this before, I have multiple outfits of the exact same thing. I'm forming an iconic style in Spiral Knights where everybody recognizes me. You see me in Haven, you're like, wow, that looks like Ariave. And then, yes, it is me, indeed. So I have multiple sets. This one is actually kind of, low-key, one of my favorite. This one's actually kind of nice. Anyway, but the peak outfit is still peak. All right, moving on. We had 2 other small updates, just some small patch notes. So they tweaked the colors on the rabbit and fox slime masks. Brock got a bit of a makeover. That's the green slime with pink spikes that nobody liked. They changed it to like a rock jelly now. The most meaningless of updates, but people were very upset by it. So you know what? Valid, Cronus. Thanks for fixing that. And they fixed some of the other levels Crucible stuff. More changes, fixed the icons, and fixed a spelling mistake in their description. So just very small, minor changes, but nice that they pumped out those updates. The feedback post that we looked at last week changed a lot. I'm getting told to look at GV Lil's outfit. Yeah, it looks alright. I'll give it an alright. Mine is better. Come on now. It's the original. I am the true snowflake. Actually, he's a snowflake now. Because he has the frozen stuff. Anyway, we're moving on. Okay. You know, feedback. People upset. Cronus actually replied. Wait, actually, there was so much drama. If we're being so real, I need to find it. There was a lot of drama. This guy, okay, Guire of Gil, I thought this was really fucking funny. He basically crashed out live on the forums. Let's play Make Believe. The casino is run by the slimes and they do what they please. The terms and conditions of the Cube Club say that they can change at any time. Slime lock boxes have always been secretive. Is there really only the 00A box out there, or is there also something else? Well, I couldn't say. I haven't seen a 003 box drop in a long time. Have you? Maybe they never will again. Maybe QQQ will never drop again. It might make you uneasy. The slimes like to keep a fresh rotation going, and sometimes there are no lockboxes at all. The machines in the High Wobbler Lounge may change over time, but it's true that they are a higher risk lock. They're a replacement for the 50x spin, and I understand why people are upset that that's gone, because the current payouts on the VIP slots do not match the payouts of the old 50x spins. But things change, and they will change again. The slimes like to keep you on your toes. Since the casino is run by the slimes and is a side aspect of the game, it was intended that there would be some joy of discovery to figure out these changes as a community rather than just get a list. We've never published a list of what's inside slime boxes. They are mysterious. The community wants to document what people find in different ones, and that's great. So our release notes are a little vague when it comes to casino because it gives you more to discover. People were so upset. So upset. They're like, what is this so unserious? Hit me with your thoughts before they take away my forum access because I'm too spicy. This guy went off, man. I don't know. I thought it was funny. I mean, it's so unserious and really not a great look. But I mean, he's a developer. He's not a community, like, he's not a game master. I thought it was funny. I don't know. I can't take it that seriously. I'm just not that type of guy. I understand that this is a bad look. But it is funny. Come on now. It's funny. But yeah, you know, all the feedback got collapsed into one forum post. Cronus actually gave a proper update. Valid crash out, right? He crashed out so hard. More words from a dev in this shit post we got in all of 2020 to 2025. You know what? Yeah, I'd prefer this. I prefer the crash outs. It's like these whole forum posts are just a joy to read. You guys should go read through them. I'm not gonna read all of them here. Cronus did have a much more serious response, and it was actually good. I think this was a very good response by Cronus. Let me just make sure I don't AFK. We need to giving the devs more reason to not talk to us, to be honest. Just let them cook. Holy shit. Agreed. See, I've been finding some people are on my side. I think a lot of the feedback on the forums and stuff has been quite negative, so it kind of feels like it's quite loud, but at the same time, from what I'm seeing, when I talk to people, they're kind of like, nah, update's kind of chill. It's not that bad. Alright, Slime Casino update. Perhaps it's helpful to give you some context behind the recent update. The Slime Casino was always intended to be a fun little thing that you stumble on, drop a few golden slime coins into, and then continue on your adventure. It has remained relatively unchanged for years, which means all the items associated with it have remained unchanged. We felt it was time to give it a long overdue update. Along with the item update, we needed to change some aspects of how boxes were given out to ensure they are more available to more people. Wow, who said that, huh? Who thought that was the case? Me! Sorry. These changes will make it harder for a few individuals to try to monopolize the prize boxes unfairly. Who said that? Me! While I understand that these changes can be upsetting, the casino needed them if it was going to continue in the long term. I'm so valid. How should you approach a casino? Well, if your main interest is to try to make more crowns, the High Wobbler Lounge is not for you. The regular wheel will give you the best odds of a simple win. If you really want a lockbox and are willing to pay for it, check out the High Wobbler Lounge. The High Wobbler Lounge is for high rollers willing to risk a lot more to have a better chance at hitting the lockbox jackpot. It's a trade-off. So both areas can award a lockbox, but one has a better chance for a higher risk. In both areas, keep your eye on the wheel. If the items you're looking for aren't whizzing by on the wheel as they spin a few times, then the wheel may not be for you. Head on out and give it a shot at a later time. In general, we do not specify what's in a lockbox as opposed to a prize box. These are generally freely obtained, and the specific slime lockbox that's on the wheel has and will change. When the box that's on the wheel changes, it's given a new code name that you can see when looking at the box. For the slime lockbox, many of the changes over time have to do with different colors being added or removed. You can see a lot of history of these changes on the wiki as players discover what's in them. That sense of discovery is part of the Slime Casino's history. I found that so weird with the last, like, people were so worried that the QQ box was going to be gone. I'm like, they're going to add it back. Like, I don't know why people were so stressed about it. This just in, Mega Whale is upset they cannot rig the lockboxes in their favor anymore. Merchers, no, this sucks. Change it back, shaking my head. I want to spend more time. I will say, it does make totems rarer at the moment. I don't think that's going to stay the case, though. I do think if totems are too rare, they will just up the rates. So I think people are a bit worried. Valid to be worried because they might not change it. And if they don't change it, then it is going to be a problem. And totems are already like 20 million. It might go higher. But I do think that they should have their eye on that and will probably work to keep it lower. So we'll see what happens. But I'm personally not that worried about it. I do understand people being worried about that, though. That is valid. Here we wanted to update the box, but still give a nod to the casino's past. While we don't normally disclose exactly what's in the lockboxes, I can share the basics of this box. Be aware that these things will change, but this should give you a general idea of what to expect. This new box has the same trinkets and the slime auras that you're used to. The odds for all these rarer items are the same as the most recent box. For example, the odds of getting Somnolus totems are exactly the same as the QQQ box. While that stayed the same, the new animal slime set is a new direction away from the old node slime gear that has dominated those boxes for the last decade. Necessary. The slime pieces, they're like 100 crowns on the auction house. They don't sell for anything anymore. Like, it needs to be rarer. And, you know, changing that out, it makes sense. I think that's good. Just like QQQ, the vast majority of the box is filled with costume items. In this case, it's fox and rabbit helms and tails. After all, even slimes like to play dress up now and then. In terms of the new items, there are several reported issues we're looking into. We've already adjusted the colors on the rabbit and fox slime mask. Among other things, we're currently working on accessories that don't seem to connect to the correct spot or clip in odd ways. Thank you to those of you who sent in detailed reports and examples of where those issues are. It makes it a lot easier to correct. Regarding the 50x spin, I don't know what will happen with that. It presents some technical and design issues that aren't simple fixes. I find that weird because like it existed already, so I'm confused about that. Setting that aside, there are also issues with encouraging people to spin even faster more. That's what I was saying. It's possible it comes back in the Wobbler Lounge, both areas, or not at all. We're still discussing it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to address everything people have said. We're still sifting through some of the feedback. Please keep in mind, we are a very small team. Okay, I hate when they say this. Just because we don't respond to something, that doesn't mean we didn't read it or take it under consideration. I mean, it's valid, but they say it every time, man. We see you, even if we don't have the time or capacity to respond. And I do believe that. I do believe that they read everything. People have been like, they don't read what's on the forums. I'm like, guys, if they don't read what's on their forums, that's literally their job. Like, I don't know. If they don't read what's on the forums, we're so cooked. We're like beyond cooked. Anyway. I thought that was a really good, thoughtful response. It gave us more insight. It addressed a bunch of the community's concerns. I thought that was a really nice response by Cronus. Thank you, Cronus. Quite often he does things that are questionable, but I thought that was quite good. So thank you. Shout out Cronus. I was going to go over these. There's some suggestions now that people are going over and rephrase and raise them. I really like rephrasing, so I'm going to go over some of these just for a little bit of fun, just for a bit of, you know, let's throw some ideas at the bowl. Add costume unbinding with an energy fee, banger idea. Hire another game master with an economy-based role, somebody with keen market analysis skills who also plays the game. I thought this was interesting. He's basically like someone who's more in tune with the game. I feel like the game masters should probably understand the economy already, and it's concerning if they don't, at least to like enough of a system where they're aware of the changes they're making. Change the system behind Guildhall's default open to public setting. My goat, 100% agree. It's so annoying having to turn it to public. Add a toggleable display for a standardized game time, 100%. That would be nice, like a server time, so that you know when the server updates are going to happen. Just open all corresponding accessory slots to all costumes equipment except for any expiring costumes. I 100% agree with this. This would be a lot of fun. There's a lot of costumes like my armor. Like I can't put Frenzy Pauldrons on this because it literally doesn't have the slot. I would love to do that. Even if it clips, I don't care. So I would love that freedom. Condense energy, receive mail from Supply Depot and login so we don't have to accept a ridiculous number of emails. 100%, we need that. Genius. Level building mode, we already have that in Crucible. My goat ref, he doesn't miss. The Reddits! Our mirror and front face when. Yeah, man, like, you have been advocating for that for a long time. It's very valid. Follow this. Yeah, Ref he's a good lad. He knows what's going on. Good suggestions, easy to implement as well. I think those are good suggestions. Sometimes people are like, make this whole new system, make this battle sprite that does X, Y, Z things. It's like, guys, like, they're not going to be able to do that. Like, you know, let's be reasonable. Or if they are going to do it, they're going to do it within their own, like, they're going to think of it themselves. Yeah. I feel like a lot of their baseless criticism could be solved with community manager. Shaking my head. Yeah, they need a better community manager for sure. Cronus does respond to some things, but definitely not enough. Crash is still happening. It is something to keep in mind. 22nd of January right now, we have not seen the Java update be released. Java update may or may not fix these crashes that are happening, but it hasn't been released yet. Return Vega play looking for a guild. Good luck. How's everyone farming going so far? I kind of want to see the responses just to see what people say. First time playing Grinders event. Is this really what you have to do? 6 times to get the Raymond? Yeah, I actually hate this event. I don't know why people like it so much. Personally, I hate farming it, but people love it. Not a fan of it myself, but you know, people like it. It's fair. S Congregate player planning return. Pog, welcome back, buddy. I love my Congregate players. I fucking loved Congregate. That was a great place to be. I'm excited to come back. See you soon. When's he gonna come back? We gotta see him. Black Hat Farm, and then we're back to the previous week. Let's go over to the Discord, round this out. Maybe we'll check out this. We have a new map, Rust Belt with top platinum. Admitted into the game. Ooh, you got accepted already. Wait, new PvP map. This looks great, by the way. Nice work. I haven't seen this. I haven't played it. This looks amazing. I like the structure, the design. These little sections flows really nicely. Really well done. This paint he had to add on manually, by the way. I like the decisions. Super nice. Also, I really like Top Platinum. He's a solid guy. So I guess that makes it better for me. I don't know why I said that, but shout out Top Platinum, I guess. Events, we have Black Hat event. Casino has ended. Announcements. There's been the game updates, which we already covered. Was there a night launcher announcement? No night launcher announcements. Arcade would have the same stuff. Energy Market. Energy Market should have gone quite a bit back up because they released those frenzied boxes on the supply depot. It means that people have to convert their money, which I think makes the energy prices go up. So it's a good way to boost energy prices. So it was getting quite low. So I guess they are going to go back up. Yeah, there we go. 4,700 now. So pretty close to the 5K mark. Kind of sad for people who want to play the game more casually, but you know, good for the merchers. So hopefully they don't complain too much. Special listings. We'll give that a fire emoji. I think that is everything that is going on. Furnace is about the same. That is everything in this week's This Week in Spiral Nights. I will see you guys in next week's This Week in Spiral Nights. Thanks for watching, and see you guys around.